so we got the fuel pump hooked up, and then we put the cover back on this box here. It took me about 500 hours. No, it just held on by one bolt, and of course it's an Allen key. Just one of those shitty bolts that just takes forever. Now I got the ignition on there. Thankfully I barely had enough room to fit that bracket on there. So now what I need to do is find somehow to, god damn, I'm hitting everything, reach through this mess to get to that bolt on the opposite side, which now that cover is off, I see is going to be even more difficult than I initially thought. Yeah, I guess we're going to go try that now. So I was trying to put on that ignition bolt, and of course I dropped it in between like the middle of the bike. It's in a very hard to reach spot. I don't know if you can see it right there. I want to show off a gift I got for Christmas a few years back. It's a little bendable grabber thing. And you can weave it back into places and grab what you need. It's pretty awesome. What is that? What? Is that a sunglasses lens? What the hell? Oh my god. Those are my sunglasses lens. What? Oh, what? Are my sunglasses in here? What? How is it? What? Can't make this stuff up. So, right in here, right there was a sunglasses lens, and I know this is mine because I recognize it. During the Texas Motovlogger meet, I lost my sunglasses that had this lens on it. So I don't know, I know it fell in my pocket somewhere down the highway, so I don't know if it like hit the highway and that thing flung up and sat in there, but that was months ago. I really don't even know what to say. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Wow. Alright, so ignition is on. I'll show you the contraption I used to get it on. I put an extension on an extension on an extension onto the socket there on a tool that I've been borrowing for Brad for about a year and a half now. Shout out, Brad. So now what we have left to do is put the main fuse back in, hook up the battery. I think that's it. And see if she starts after sitting for almost 2 months. Alright, let's go. Okay, so we skipped ahead a little bit. Pretty much all I did was rerun the LED lights and kind of tidy up some of the wires along the bike. I didn't record that just because it's pretty boring and it's hard to film. But we're pretty much done. The last thing we're going to do is put graphics on. Now I'm keeping it pretty simple. All I'm doing is the Bike and Bird logo back here on the fender like it used to be, as well as the Roman numeral 2 here on the battery box, since it's battery box the second. And then I'm going to be doing something up in this region of the tank. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to kind of walk you through the process of how I design graphics for pretty much anything I'm doing. So the first step is get the bike pretty much how it's going to be, and then take a picture of whatever or wherever there's going to be something on the bike. All right, and after that we send these over to the computer, and then I'll go ahead and download those pictures to the computer, and then I'll open those pictures in Photoshop. Now that we have them up in Photoshop, I'm going to go to my Google Chrome, and I'm going to go to a website called 1001freefonts.com. Pretty much what this is just, what it sounds like. It's a bunch of fonts that you can get for free. The reason I like this is it has a huge selection, as well as it has a live preview. So pretty much what I want on the front of the bike is just a simple 883. You can see here that it's going to show me 883 in all the fonts that have numerals basically, or that allow a preview. And I can just kind of go through and see what I want. I like that one. Rational integer. Before we go and cut, we need to measure. So I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of, hold on, let me turn off my flash, I'm a dumbass. I'm going to take a picture of the little rendering here. That'll basically just give us a reference when we go out there to measure how big we actually need it to cut. Alright, now that we have our render here, just using it as kind of a frame of reference. So, get it up here. Looks like we're going to be cutting at about 3 inches tall. Alright, now we have the cutting file into our cutting computer. What I'm going to do now is, since I'm cutting the flat black first, and that's going to be my base layer, I want it to be blacked out. And then union. And that's going to pretty much just make a black outline for me. And then we'll go ahead and send this over to the cutting machine and it'll start cutting. Alright, so we got the flat black cut. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to the red. So I'll be undoing what I did here. Okay, see now we have the lines. And then basically I'll just be taking what's inside here on the white off of the sheet when I cut it. And that, my friends, is the completed project. Well, semi-completed. I'm getting rid of that fairing. It's a loss, so I'll be ordering a new one of those, and then it'll be done. Are you ever really done with your bike? I'll also be doing a follow-up video after this build series is done to kind of go over what I liked about the build, what I hated about the build, what I would do differently when I do it in the future. That way it kind of gives you a little bit better insight if you plan on doing a build yourself. Anyways, I just want to extend a great thank you to everyone who's watched this series and made it a pretty big success. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching it as much as I have making it. I had a blast doing this, although I am glad it's done. But I did have a blast making it. I definitely want to do it again in the future, possibly with a different bike, or maybe just do a 1200 swap over this one. Anyways, guys, as always, all links to everything you see here down in the description. If you have any questions whatsoever, leave them down in the comments. I'll answer them as soon as possible. And if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like. It really does help out the channel. And if you haven't subscribed already, I highly suggest you do so. I put out at least one video per week, most of the time 2 or 3. I literally have nothing else to say to you guys because I am just too focused on doing one last safety check on this bike and getting it on the road. If you want to see that video, subscribe. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.